Eva? Co ještě nemá koště? Svítil tady na mě nějaký nový quest. Jo, čekají mě další skřížené hůlky a právě úkol tady od profesorky Hekatové. Dneska si ale dáme herbologii a taky chci stihnout quest od Natty, protože tím se mi odemknou Merlinovy triály.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Ano, a zase si tady na zemi na zemi ve skleníku si počkáme, až bude ráno a bude hodina.
Good morning, Professor Garlic.
How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here, you'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacula than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug.
Jasně, nejdřív nám řekne uspějte si uši a teprve potom nám začne dávat instrukce. Why not?
The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone! Now, for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting tables. You can all get started. I need to have a brief word.
I wonder if hippogriffs like mock grass.
Yes, Professor?
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
I'll say, I nearly went deaf.
Well, yes. Of course, the cry of a mature mandragora can be fatal, so remember to keep those ears protected. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful! A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Niffler's fancy or roses?
Dittany. Na mě by se sice víc hodil Mellow Sweet, ale dobře.
Well done! Once it can be harvested, your Dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion.
To se hodí taky.
I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Dobrá, takže se jdeme podívat do skleníku, kde jsem byla minule.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these stairs will take us there. But your lead.
Ano, pane Leandere, kterého jsem se sekala v magickém souboji. Hodlám to ještě párkrát zopakovat.
Your duel with Sebastian. And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh.
Here we are. Home of the Chinese chomping cabbage. Go on. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest. Look at that! They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters.
Ne, asi se nebudu zdržovat poblíž.
Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba-tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that'd have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but... Well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
Trust me, Leander. I was imagining it the entire time.
You were? I mean, of course, you're, not someone to be trifled with. I see that. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we, probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
Revelio.
Nic dalšího ke krádeži. Aha, my ani nejsme v tom stejném skleníku. Tak to jo. Jo, on jde vrchem.
Curl and turn brown like that.
Aha, a tady předtím byl zámek. Tak tady jsem asi jaký nikdy nebyla. Jo, jasně, už jdu.
And with that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon hide gloves, I shall end our lesson here.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Thank you, Professor. But looking after plants isn't all that thrilling to me.
I think you'll come to see that the fruit is well worth the labour. As we herbologists like to say, tend to your plants and they'll tend to you. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
Revelio.
But those mandrakes are really relishing their new pots. Only cost me my damned
Ah,
hearing.
Mellow Sweet.
make anything grow, we must first understand it.
Čorneme tady někomu ditany.
As well as friendships. Kindness and concern are as necessary in the greenhouse as in the great hall.
Moje ditany ještě není vzrostlá, ale teda jdu se podívat tady do toho skleníku, kam mě před chvilkou nechtěli pustit, že je příliš daleko od questové lokace. Že tady se nám poflakuje taková drobně opuštěná truhlička. Ještě jsem tu viděla jednu. Jo, ta je zase ve spodním patře. Takže vzhůru dolů. Konečně něco taky užitečného. Teď mám rukavice 14 na 22, dobře. Jsou sice stejně protivný ošklivý jako všechny ostatní, ale stejně jako všechny ostatní je stejně dáme skrýt. Našla jsem tady nějaký hadřík, ale ten mě opravdu neuspokojí, takže budu mít co prodávat. Něco se objevilo nového v questech, měla bych se zastavit na potions. A potom tady pořád máme ten quest od Natty. A proč já si tam ty potions rovnou nezapnu, že jo? Tak. Tak jo, jdeme na lektvary. Už bych se tam možná mohla vypravit sama bez mapy. Když tady bych asi nevěděla, kam zahnout. Já vím, že tady už jsem toho prošla hodně, ale co kdyby náhodou se tu ještě někdy něco zjevilo.
Shouldn't there be auras or someone from the ministry guarding the school after the incident in Hogsmeade?
Professor Black would never allow that.
Tak jo, naval. Další. Truhlička. A klíč. Tak jo, jdeme na to. A máš to. Tak jdeme na lektvary. Počkej, další klíč? Se mi úplně nezdá.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan-Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wigan-Weld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wigan-Weld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin. Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous.
Uvaří toho takový kotel a potom je z toho jedna lahvička. No. Tak jo. Why not?
I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippin's, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time round.
Štěstí začátečníka.
Revelio.
My Wiggenweld potion's utter rubbish. Wish I could just replace it with one from J. Pippin's.
Lena
My parents
pojeden.
considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors of a goblin rebellion.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
Yes, but why does that matter to you?
Brilliant! And it matters because you can be a part of something truly creative. I'm Garreth, by the way. Garreth Weasley. Bit of a prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself.
Pleasure to meet you. Wait, are you related to Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Ugh. But she can't be everywhere. Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
I'll get you the Fwooper feather, as long as you're certain Sharp won't miss it.
I assure you he won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
Nope, nejsou až tak moc vzácný, ale
Precision is...
Revelio.
a ještě vám tady vykrademe pár věcí z kanclu. Takže ne, nejsou až tak vzácný, ale stejně je musíme krást z Einslíku.
Professor Sharp must have learned a lot during his time as an Auror. I wish he talked about it more.
Hlavně
Here's
nenápadně.
the Fwooper feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you! This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Edurus potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
Minno.
Should you chop the Didney or crush it? The wrong answer could result in the unfortunate loss of your eyebrows.
Takže jsme si počkali pár vteřin.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and that's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to. Ah! Dragon Duck! What happened?
Well done, Garreth.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again. Mr. Weasley did not do this on his own. His accomplice will answer to me as well.
Jasné, takže jo.
I brewed an edgerous potion, as you asked for.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
I am not sure what you're talking about, Professor.
You will not earn favor with me by failing to take responsibility for your actions. I suggest you heed my warning. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all.
Jo, prostě si najdi místo, kde budeš trénovat. Easy, ne?
I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
Revelio. I was impressed that you were able to answer Professor Sharp's question about the Wiggenweld potion.
Oh, you're the new student. I've heard much about you. Thank you. I'm Amit, by the way. Pleasure, truly. And I've never seen anyone brew such a flawless Wiggenweld potion on their first try. Well done.
Zkušená kuchařka, ne?
I'm glad I was able to get it right the first time.
You must simply have a knack for potion making. Some students seem so confounded by potion recipes, it's as if they're written in gobbledygook. A fascinating language, by the way. Neither here nor there, really, but I am a self-taught speaker. Merlin's beard, good conversation is the enemy of free time. I must return my book, Gateway to the Far Stars, before my next class. Speaking of stars, we'll be in astronomy together. You'll love it. Professor Shaw is firm, but quite clever. See you soon, no doubt.
No doubt. Tak jo. Takže to bychom měli. Znova jsem našla něco na ruce. Ještě o chlup lepšího. A ještě tu máme spektákly z 22 na 25. To beru. Tak, pryč s tím. No, a Hekatová po mně chce Dodge Rolling a Incendio on Enemies. A tady se bude bojovat, takže jdeme sem. Ale tady zatím nemám žádný... ne, žádný body otevřený. Takže to musíme vzít nějako... Nějak takhle sem. OK, takže jsme venku. A protože nemám koště, tak se za Natty musím dostat po svých. Po cestě si tady poodemykám další věci. Blue Flames. Možná, že bychom mohli... A nemohla bych vykrást pár věcí, protože je to zamčené za zámkem, se kterým ještě neumím. Že si dáme takovou menší procházku tady po okolí.
Revelia.
Houbičky. Jsem s nima. Tak. Další houbičky.
Revelia.
Tady máme něco za rožkem. To je taková ta věc. Když si člověk vzpomene, že by měl používat Revelio za každou zatáčkou. Každých asi tak 20 metrů. Nemám ještě odemykací. Tady vlastně Alohomora funguje tak, že ti musí zadat někdo quest. Ty pak sbíráš sošky, které jdou sebrat jenom v noci. Musíš je najít, sebrat.
Revelia.
A tím se ti i pak vylepšuje, řekněme, síla toho kouzla. Ale prostě ještě nejsem tak daleko. Já jsem mohla jít sem, proč já vždycky zapomenu, že můžu používat i tenhle východ. Že tady už mi Blue Flame zrovna plane. Tak příště. Až to budu hrát po čtvrté, tak už si třeba vzpomenu. Zase jsem mohla po cestě si brát pár drobností.
Revelio.
Slepička. Uhni. Tak jo. A já věděla, že tu budeš. Tohle je vlastně jako budoucí Hagridova chýše. Ale protože jsme o 100 let jinde, tak to zatím není Hagrid. Už tak je to dost velký.
Revelia. This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
Jo, jasně, tak určitě. Spolužáci si tady užívají, přitom mají sedět v hodinách. To nejsou spolužáci. Ale něco se nám tady poflakuje na pláži. Pijavice.
It is good to see you, my friend.
Tak jo, ahoj Natty.
Hello, Natty. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. I was there, and I saw what happened with Rookwood and Harlow at the Three Broomsticks. I have been worried about you.
I'm all right at the moment.
If you don't mind my asking, why were they looking for you?
I've never met Rookwood or Harlow. Perhaps they mistook me for another student.
A bit odd. The two of them pursuing a Hogwarts student so intently. But whatever the reason, you were clearly in danger. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us. To all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. Everyone has been talking about you defending Hogsmeade from that troll attack. And I shall never forget watching Sorona stand up to Rookwood and Harlow in the Three Broomsticks. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matibili land. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Akorát, že na ty u toho nebyla, protože já jsem si do prasinek brala toho kluka, že jo? A ne jí. Takže to je taková ta univerzální hláška, která se nemění podle toho, co si student vybere, protože na ty u toho nemohla být, nemohla to vidět, nemohla vidět Sironu, jak se postavila. Leda by tam zrovna úplnou náhodou byla taky.
Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair on their own, and you should know that Rookwood is in league with Ranrock.
I had heard they were seen in Hogsmeade together. All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right, but how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
Až na to, že we don't.
Rebellion.
I beg your pardon. How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here?
Ano, něco se tam děje. A proto já se vydám úplně opačným směrem.
I never thought Ranrock's loyalists would go this far.
Protože tady se dají sebrat věci. A paní počká, přece.
Pardon me, is everything all right?
Hardly. I've just lost my business and almost my life. You'd best look elsewhere for wares. I've nothing to sell now. I never thought it'd come to this. Be on your guard. Ranrock and his loyalists will spare no one.
They attacked you.
Oh, Ranrock has no patience for goblins who won't join him. While I too would like to see goblin kind treated by wizards as equals, bloodshed is not the answer. When I said as much, they turned on me, struck me till I nearly passed out. Took my carts, my belongings, even that which is most precious to me, my paintings.
You mentioned that your paintings were taken. Are you a painter?
I am. It's my calling, though most would think it an unusual path for a goblin. Most of my family work in metal, or associated with Gringotts. I'd wager my finest brush that Ranrock's lot have no appreciation for any of my work, and it'll be tossed aside for kindling. Without my carts and my livelihood, who knows when I'll be able to paint again?
I'm sorry this happened to you. I shall certainly keep an eye out for your carts.
That is very kind of you, but I think they took them to their camp southwest of here, just past some ruins. Too dangerous to try and retrieve them. I did enchant the carts to return to me if I ever lost them, however. Slim though the chances may be, I'm holding out hope that some of what was taken is returned to me.
No.
It was nice meeting you. I wish it had been under better circumstances.
Takže máme další super vedlejší quest.
Hello, sir. What do you sell here?
Hello, I'm Jalal Semi, and this is my potion shop. I can answer any questions you have about the town.
Any whispers going about the town?
A goblin called Pergit is causing a bit of a stink. His gang is attacking travelling vendors, and now business is suffering everywhere. It would be nice if someone would do something about it. No one wants to pick a fight with a band of goblins, though. Which means he's free to do what he wants down in Coral Ruins.
What do you have for sale?
I sell only potions and their ingredients. If you can't fix it with a potion, then it's best left broken, I say. My ingredients are all local to this area, and my potions are brewed to keep you healthy and safe.
And what do you have for sale?
Tak, ne, že bych teď potřebovala akutně něco kupovat. Já vlastně nevím, kolik těch Wiggenweltů u sebe mám, nicméně myslím, že bych mohla něco poprodávat.
I'll have no trouble selling this. Thank you.
Jasně, takže ty prodáváš pouze poučny a ingredience, ale nebudeš mít vůbec žádný problém s tím, aby si prodal pár zbytných krámů na sebe. Why not?
I hope to see you again sometime.
Takže máme zadaný
Revelia.
medlejšák, ještě tady popadnu.
After what Ranrock did to that goblin banker at Gringotts, I shouldn't be surprised at what happened to Arn.
Tady těch pár věciček. Tadyhle mladíka si zapamatujte, protože toho budeme později hledat. Tak. Ještě jim vybereme bejvak. Co tak dělává? Počkat, tohle je venku.
But Mummy!
Archie, I don't have time to argue. I've told you repeatedly not
Revelia.
especially when I'm inside with your little sister.
But you should see them, Mummy. They're beautiful. These horses with wings.
Aha, počkat.
Revelia.
A kde je ta věc teda je? Vevnitř nebyla, venku taky ne.
Incendio.
Ups. OK. Ale máme pytel. A nevím, co bych neudělala pro 60 zlaťáků, které můžu nikomu ukrást. Tak, tady máme ještě houbičky. A další část questu mám tamhle. Nepůjdu teďka do goblinního kempu, to fakt ne. Tak, tady je vidět, že mám level 13, potřebuji udělat jednu nějakou drobnost, abych skočila na 14. Budeme se podívat tady za touhletou paní, Help the Stranger. Přitom se snad podaří trošku posunout tady úkoly od profesorky Hekatové. Card It Away je celkem zajímavý quest, tady je to suggested pro level 2. Přitom já jsem, když jsem ho dělala úplně poprvé, tak jsem u něj asi jako, nevím, 7x, 10x umřela. Takže taková velmi zvláštní věc. A ještě tady mám něco nového na sebe. Tady vylepšíme. Ježiš, fuj, co to je? Asylum Mask. To je zběsile příšerný. Jo. Mám takovej pocit, že možná někdy v budoucnu si dám 4. hru. Ještě za teda 4. kolej. Hufflepuff. A při té příležitosti si tam dám nějakou pseudo challenge na téma, že nebudu měnit ty skiny a ta postava bude vypadat takhle příšerně. A podle toho, co najdu. Tak, 10, 26, 27. OK. Jakože kdybych uměla do toho přidávat ty vylepšení a zlepšováky, tak by 26 tahle byla lepší, protože bych do ní mohla něco přihodit, ale protože to ještě neumím, tak si úplně klidně vezmu 27. A protože vypadá hrozně a k tomu, co mám na sobě, se nehodí, tak stejně jako všechny ostatní šály to zase odložíme pryč. Jo, takže takhle si myslím, že bych chvilku vypadat mohla, a ne vzorně oblečená studentka s děsně fungující školní uniformou, že?